The NBA play-in games are here, and so are my best bets as we have the Cleveland Cavaliers traveling to Brooklyn to take on the Nets, the 7-8 matchup in the Eastern Conference. I got my favorite player prop, spread lean, and same game parlay coming your guys' way. Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot. Decided to do a separate video for each of the play-in games that we have on Tuesday, April 12th. We'll have another 2 separate videos for Wednesday's play-in games as well, with the player prop, a same game parlay, and a spread lean as well. And those ones, they will be linked at the end of the video. Now, if you are new to the Calling Our Shot community, I appreciate you for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button if you want to. We certainly would appreciate it as we grind towards 31,000 subscribers. Really can't do it without you guys' love and support. So thank you to all the new people that joined. I believe at the beginning of the NBA regular season, we were chilling at around 10,400 subscribers. Now, flash forward, we're over 30,000. So we appreciate all you guys out there. Now, we didn't do a recap for the final day of the NBA regular season. It was a 2-0 day. Thank you, Kyrie Irving and Clint Capella. And Kyrie Irving's playing today. Maybe we'll have a player prop for him. Now, I will keep my playoff picks a little bit separate from the regular season, but we're still going to count them towards our NBA unit win or loss. Shout out again to our COS All-Stars out there. We really appreciate all you guys for supporting the channel. You helped us make a ton of money this season just because of your support. So thank you guys again. Click that join button on the channel. Click the link in the description. It only costs $2.99 a month. We wake up every single day to do these videos for those COS All-Stars. So thank you guys again. Like I said, click that join button, the link in the description, or the link in the pinned comment. Only costs $2.99 a month. We appreciate you guys. Now, also, as a treat for the viewers, on Tuesday, we're posting a PrizePicks. We're partnered by PrizePicks. If you want to sign up, use code COS or the link in the description for a 100% deposit match up to $100. We'll tweet out that PrizePicks parlay probably sometime Tuesday, early afternoon. I'll link it obviously down below. We'll tweet it out on Twitter. Make sure you're following us at Calling Our Shot. We'll also put it in the pinned comment. So definitely check that out. But without further ado, and we're going to probably have some more, so definitely use the code COS to sign up or the link in the description for that 100% deposit match. But without further ado, let's get into my favorite player prop of this game. We'll do the same exact thing for the next one. Drop your best bet in the comments below. But in this game, I'm rolling with Kevin Durant, no double-double, minus 117 on Barstool. Now, yes, you heard that right. I said no double-double. Do I need to say it again? We don't want Kevin Durant to get a double-double today. That's all we're betting on. And now, I know this might sound like a weird bet, but it is available on Barstool, on Caesars, on, I believe BetMGM might have it. I believe DraftKings. Now, it doesn't currently, it is not available on FanDuel, but I imagine you'll be able to same game parlay his under 9.5 rebounds and under 9.5 assists once you get those alt lines. Now, Durant, when we look at it, both of his rebounds and assist lines are both at 7.5, which is pretty good. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, look, all we need him to stay under 9.5 rebounds and under 9.5 assists. If he somehow doesn't go over 9.5 points, I'd be absolutely surprised. I'd come on here, I don't know what I would do. But Durant, he does not have a double-double in 6 of 12 postseason games last year. And sure, if you look at it, 5 of the 6 games that he actually got a double-double were against the Milwaukee Bucks. So in the previous series against the Celtics, he did go under and didn't have a double-double in, one of those 6 games. So we like to see, or one of those 5 games. So we like to see that. Now, I don't really think he needs to get one against the Cavaliers. Now, we look at their matchups against them this season. He's gone under. He doesn't have a double of any of the 3 games. It wasn't even close in 2 of the games. He had 5 rebounds and 5 assists just a couple games ago when they just played, and then 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Now, in the other game, now I believe the other third game, he did get up to 9 assists, but still, it's going to be hard for him to get 10 rebounds or 10 assists to get that double-double. Now, on the year, Durant averaging 7.4 rebounds per game, 6.4 assists per game. So obviously, he's well below that 10 rebounds or assists that he needs to get that double-double. The 10-plus points is going to be a given. Now, Durant played in 55 games this season, recorded a double-double in 17 of them. So he went under or didn't have a double-double in 38 of 55 games played. And now I know what you're saying, sure. He's coming off a triple-double. Yeah, sure. If he wants to go out and put a triple-double, that doesn't matter to me. That's the same counts as a double-double. We'd lose our bet. But I was against the Pacers. And come on, the Pacers don't play a lick of defense. This is the Cavaliers team, which has struggled since the All-Star break, but they're still going to at least try on defense. And while we look at it, you look at the NBA playoffs, it's tough to bet, and we know how sharp these lines are. They had 82-plus games to watch all these players. The lines are going to be sharp, and look, this is the NBA playoffs. So when we look at those 7.5 lines for not only his rebounds and assists, wouldn't be surprised if he ends with 7 or 8 in each of those categories. Now we look at him, what are the odds he gets 10-plus rebounds? Well, that's plus 190 on FanDuel. Odds he gets 10-plus assists, plus 300. So I like taking the under kind of on both of those 2 props. And back to who he's guarding, Lauri Markkanen. This is a guy that we know, Lauri Markkanen. Oh man, this guy's a hoot to watch. He does not do anything but shoot a bunch of 3-pointers. The guy's standing out on the perimeter, so it might be hard for KD to get those rebounds. And now if you're asking me like, Austin, which under do I take, rebounds or assists? It's going to be tough. It's going to be honestly tough. I don't mind the under in assists, but we'll see, because if you only don't have the under for double-double, but I really don't know if I would certainly play it. But look, Drummond's going to be down there corralling all the rebounds. He'll be out guarding Markkanen. I don't see him getting a ton of rebounds, and 10 plus assists, like I said, plus 300 on FanDuel. It's going to be tough for him to get that as well. Now, I do see the Cavaliers throwing a lot of bodies at Kevin Durant. If they play him one-on-one, they will lose this game, and honestly, they probably will lose regardless, but it's probably passing to Bruce Brown, and I can live with it. If Bruce Brown wants to go out there and get KD 10 plus assists, I'm fine with it, but Bruce Brown is a capable passer. They'll likely see Kevin Durant doubled, dump it off to Bruce Brown, and maybe he passes it to some shooters like Seth Curry. So either way, I like the under on this one. I probably wouldn't play it up to minus 140, but I like the Kevin Durant no double-double look. I know it's a weird prompt. We haven't bet a ton of these all season long. Really a weird market, but I think we got some value here. I think we see a little bit of an edge, so I'll be taking it as my first player prop for the Nets versus Cavs game. Now let's move on and let's start talking about the spread. Now, you obviously know I don't like betting a lot of spreads. Right now, we got the Nets favorite as 8.5, and if gun to my head, I'd pick the Nets minus 8.5. But truth be told, I don't want to touch a spread in this one because there's a couple different reasons why. Now, number one, I know the Nets are the better team. I'm not going to lie to you, but the Nets have been god-awful at home covering. They are 9-31-1 against the spread at home this season. By far, the worst in the NBA. And if you've just faded them against the spread every single game at home, well, congrats. You're up like 18 units on the year. That's how bad they are. You probably retire by now. But look, I don't think the Cavs team is all that good. I know I'm wearing my Darius Garland shirt. I love him. He can only do so much, though. You'll see him in the same game parlay in a second, but he's a COS Hall of Famer. But I don't really trust this Cavs team to keep this game all too close. But then I look at the Nets side. They haven't been able to cover at home recently. Now, they did beat the Cavs by, I think, 11 points just a couple games ago. And I look at this Cavs team, struggles with depth. They don't have a lot of depth on their team. They don't have a lot of scoring coming off the bench if it's not named Kevin Love. Rajon Rondo will come off the bench, give them good minutes, but he ain't scoring the basketball. So you just got Kevin Love, really the only bench points they're going to get. I do like the Nets roster a little bit more to score a little bit more points. So if I had to pick a spread, it would be the Nets minus 8.5, but it's a spread lean. You guys know I don't like betting a lot of spreads in the NBA, especially this far into the season with lines super sharp. So I'm going to avoid this one. I do like the spread in the Clippers versus Timberwolves game a lot more. You can check out that video after this one, but this is just the lean. Nets minus 8.5. Do whatever you want with it. Now, let's transition to the same game parlay and let's talk about it. I'll give you 4 legs. This is what it's going to be. Kyrie Irving, 25 plus points. Darius Garland, 20 plus points. Andre Drummond, 10 plus rebounds. And Bruce Brown, 4 plus assists. Odds are plus 426 for all 4 of these odds now, or 4 of these legs. Now, Bruce Brown, 4 plus assists is definitely the leg that gives us the most value, but let's talk about him. Now, Bruce Brown, super close to a triple-double. He had 8 assists against this Cavaliers team a couple games ago. Would not surprise me, like I said, to see the Cavaliers double-teaming Kevin Durant because they can't guard him one-on-one. They can attempt to guard Kyrie Irving, and at least have Isaac Okoro, but they don't have anyone size-wise that can guard Kevin Durant. So I won't be surprised if he dumps it off to Bruce Brown, and Bruce Brown's kind of facilitating in the middle of that floor. We obviously know Bruce Brown, not the best shooter in the world. So wouldn't surprise me to see Bruce Brown get another 4 plus assists. I believe the odds by itself is like plus 120, so pretty decent. Now we look at Drummond's leg. Come on, this is all he does. He rebounds the ball, and he should be able to do that, get 10 plus rebounds against this Cavaliers team. He just had 12 rebounds against them. I think he can get that done again. A Drummond double-double, not outside the realm of possibility, but I don't want to touch his points. That guy misses way too many layups, misses way too many free throws. Now, look at Darius Garland. Look, if he doesn't score 20 plus points, I don't really think the Cavs got much of a chance here unless they get Kevin Love scoring 32 points in 14 and a half minutes like they got in the final game of the regular season. They're going to need Garland to at least go out there, score 20 plus points, and he should be able to against this weak Nets defense. All the Nets will play a little bit more defense than they do normally just because it's the play-in game, but still. We look at Kyrie Irving. Look, he's going to get the most one-on-one touches out of anyone on the court. He's going to shoot the ball a ton. Well, I don't know if Goran Dragic is officially back. He did clear health and safety protocols, but they weren't sure if he's officially playing. Not worried about him at all. I think Kyrie Irving will shoot 22 to 25-ish times tonight. Ask him for 25 plus points. Not ask him. I mean, I ask him for a lot, but his regular line is 28.5, so I like Kyrie to get it done. So those are my 4 legs for my same game parlay. Obviously riding with Kevin Durant, no double-double. And if you wanted my spread lean, it is the Nets minus 8.5, but do whatever you want with that. That's this video. If you want to check out the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the LA Clippers video, definitely check it out. It'll be posted right after this one, so definitely go check that one out. Hopefully we have a great profitable playoffs as we did all NBA season, and let's get after it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.